Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Rama Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Rama Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Rama Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama Rama Ram Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki
Jai.
Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. Today is an auspicious day, the day for Jayanti celebrations of Mahatma Gandhiji, the father of our nation. Everybody knows the kind of life he lived, a very simple life, always speaking the truth and observing the great human values. Love, service, renunciation, non-violence. Now Bhagwan was very fond of him, had a great veneration for him. He would often talk about the sacrifices he made. And every year, as soon as he came into the ashram at 7 o'clock in the morning, Bhagwan would go straight to the breakfast hut. And then he would want either a murti of Mahatma Gandhiji or a photo to be decorated, kept on a stool, garlanded. And then he would start singing the name of Mahatma Gandhi. This morning, we chanted the way Bhagwan used to chant. And then we would sing after him. This would go on for some time. He would sing Mahatma Gandhi ki jai, Mohandas Karamchand, Gandhi ki jai, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. And after that, he would ask some of us to sing Raghupati Raghava, and others would follow that. A song very dear to the heart of Mahatma Gandhiji and to Bhagwan, of course. And if anyone knew this Vaishnava Janato, again a prayer song which touched the heart of Mahatma Gandhiji very deeply, and he always included it in his prayer. There are one or two incidents connected with Bhagwan. It seems once Sadhu Rangarajan's son Vivekanandan had visited Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar with Sri Narayanji. At the time, Bhagwan was seated in one of the vessel shops facing Mahatma Gandhiji's statue down the lane of Sanadi Street House. And from morning, he was watching the statue of Mahatma Gandhiji, and he regretted that nobody came to Garland it. Bhagwan said, Mahatma Gandhiji's services were for the whole of mankind and not for one single country like India. There will be people throughout the world who will sacrifice everything for Mahatma Gandhiji's mission. Gandhiji's vision must be fulfilled. Ramarajya would come one day. There may be ups and downs, but we need not bother. His mission will be fulfilled. His mission will be successful, declared Bhagwan in front of all those people. At the time, an old man came and he started to sing, Pallandu, Pallandu, Palakoti Noorandu, Valiya Valiyave, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Neeveer Valiya Valiyave. Meaning, hey Yogi Ramsuratkumar, long live thou. Live on for crores of hundreds of years, for many, many years, many, many crores of hundreds of years. Live on, live on. Long live Yogi Ramsuratkumar. Bhagwan was fond of this, but then as soon as the man stopped, very excitedly, Bhagwan started to sing the song, saying, Hail thee, Mahatma Gandhi, long live thou. Many, many years, many, many years, many, many crores of hundreds of years. O Mahatma Gandhi, O Mahatma Gandhiji, live on, live on. Hail thee. Bhagwan also used to comment about his wandering years. Once he said, it was very different begging when he went begging in Gujarat, the land of Mahatma Gandhi, he noticed something which was missing in other states in his experience. And that was the mothers of the land of Mahatma Gandhi being very kind, extraordinarily kind to him. They always gave him some coin or the other and some fresh food. Once, after visiting Sabarmati Ashram, when of course Gandhiji was not there, he came to the river Sabarmati and was reading a newspaper and fell asleep. So the newspaper was all spread out around him. When he woke up, he found so many coins thrown to him on the newspaper by those kind mothers who had gone there to do their bathing in the river. So Bhagwan, not only this, his begging experience gave him to understand that those mothers were more kind than others. And then he would add, it's got to be so because it's the land of Mahatma Gandhiji. Such was his veneration, love for Mahatma Gandhi. And he used to ask us to read the Swami Nithyananda, Ganeshpuri Swami Nithyananda by P.V. Ravindran. There, one particular incident was very interesting to him, dear to him. He would make me read it again and again. There, once Mahatma Gandhiji, when he went to Bombay, he moved on to Ganeshpuri to have darshan of Swami Nithyananda. And when they fell into a conversation about independence, I think it was in the 1940s or something, they were talking about Mahatma Gandhiji's efforts for independence of India. Then Swami Nithyananda of Ganeshpuri laughed in a certain way and said, in this case, Ram Nam will not do, Ram Baan will do. Only Ram Baan. It's only after that Gandhiji decided on this Quit India movement. In 1920, there was this non-cooperation movement. In 1930, the Salt Satyagraha, the civil disobedience, but all of them failed. In 1942, Gandhiji understood that they had to be very strict about it. So, after visiting Ganeshpuri, Nithyananda Swami, he declared, Quit India movement. It caught fire, it spread like fire, wildfire, a little more aggressive in its approach. But even that failed, but still the message it conveyed was very loud and clear. India for Indians. The Britishers got the message. 4 years after, India attained independence. In 1947. So Bhagwan would ask us to read it out again and again and again. And he always smiled when we read this particular passage. Ram Nam and Ram Baan. The difference. If you see the murtis of Hindu gods, one hand will show abhayam, protection. It would be raised in benediction, a gesture of protection. The other hand would hold some weapon, The weapon is meant for the adharmic people and the hand of protection for the virtuous. So Swami used to smile, Yogiji used to smile in approval of Swami Nithyananda's suggestion, which conveyed the message very clearly to the Britishers, and of course 4 years after led to the independence of India. Bhagwan also referred to this Rama Bana and Ramanama in another situation when he was still a sadhak, had gone to Anandashram to Papa Ramdas. Papa Ramdas initiated him into Ram Nam, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And then gave an instruction, chant this mantra all the 24 hours of the day. Bhagwan used to say it was not only Ramanama, it was also Rama Bana. By giving that instruction, chant this mantra 24 hours, it went into him like a dagger and triggered a process of ceaseless chanting of Ram Nam for 7 days, for 6 days and 6 nights, so much so on the 7th day, his ego was killed by the Rama Bana released by Papa Ramdas through Ram Nam. Now connected with this, with Mahatma Gandhiji and Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar, I had a personal experience some 2-3 years back. In 2018, the centenary celebrations, the year of centenary celebrations, Hosur Bhajanai Mandir celebrated, in celebration of this, had invited the ashram trustees for the occasion. The 3 mothers, Mother Vijayalakshmi, Mother Rajeshwari and myself, we had gone there to attend the function. On the way, it was October 2nd. So when we started early morning around 6 o'clock, I noticed on the way, right up to Hosur, there was no sign of any celebration of Jayanti of Mahatma Gandhiji. It reminded me of the occasion when Bhagwan used to make a remark that people are forgetting Gandhiji and his sacrifices, his guidelines for a non-violent, sattvic India. So I was regretting it, and then as soon as we reached the dais of the mandir, we had Gandhiji's photograph decorated and kept on a chair. And then that day, Mother Vijayalakshmi led the song Raghupati Raghava Rajaram, my theme Bhajata, all that. And Mother Rajeshwari spoke very beautifully in comparison. Mahatma Gandhiji, comparing Mahatma Gandhiji with Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar, how so many aspects of their lives were similar. At the end of which, it was about 12:30, we were all seated, still seated on the dais. There were 3 or 4 people on my left side and 3 or 4 people on my right side. At about 12 o'clock or 12:15, I don't remember, around that time, suddenly the sun's rays, a beam of sun rays, fell upon me. Very strange, because when I looked up, it looked like one continuous pandal. The ceiling looked like one continuous ceiling, and there was no way the sun's rays could enter. Then, of course, I detected a small slit through which the sun's rays were falling on me. Of course, I didn't give a second thought to it. I forgot all about it. But soon after the function was over, two people came running very excitedly. One is Srimati Rajeshwari Amma's son, Pradeep. His name, Pradeep, Deep, the flame, the light. The other one's name, Surya Murthy, the Murthy of the sun, the Lord. And they said, Amma, we saw something very strange happening. On this day, on the birthday, the Jayanti day of Mahatma Gandhiji, only in Kanyakumari, there is a place where they have kept the ashes in a vessel. And on this particular day, at about 12:15, the sun is up there in the zenith. Its rays, a beam of rays, would fall upon the colors, the vessel containing the ashes. And today we witnessed something. We saw the sun's rays falling straight upon you. And what is more, very soon it assumed the form of a mala. It looked like a mala of sun's rays around you. What a strange coincidence. They were very excited about it. It was the first time I knew about the sun's rays falling upon the urn containing the ashes of Mahatma Gandhiji, kept at Kanyakumari. I was very happy, and I felt, because right from early morning I was thinking only about Bhagwan, Yogi Ramsuratkumar and Mahatma Gandhiji, and remembered all that Bhagwan said and did on October 2nd, and as a reward to my thinking, my remembrance of them, it was a huge gift of grace from both of them. I felt very happy, I felt very blessed by Mahatma Gandhiji and of course Bhagwan. So these are some of the reminiscences I thought I would share with you all on this auspicious day. Now, today, being very special, there must be extraordinary flow of grace from Bhagwan, Yogi Ramsuratkumar and Mahatma Gandhiji. One thing about Mahatma Gandhiji, he did not pursue any spiritual sadhana separately. He was a politician. All his 24 hours of the day, he lived in politics. Amidst all that political situations, he was able to keep up his sadhana of speaking only the truth. He was able to practice non-violence, renunciation. So much so, the whole world called him Mahatma. Politics is generally considered as a quagmire. People would wallow in the quagmire of politics, and there's no way anybody could become a Mahatma. But Gandhiji did. So remembering this, remembering Bhagwan's veneration and love for Mahatma Gandhiji, on this auspicious day, we shall appeal to Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar and to Mahatma Gandhiji, submit our prayers.